Dear friends, welcome to a personalized episode of Enlighten. Today, we will explore how retrieval-augmented generation enhances AI accuracy, the strategic entry points for venture-scale startups, and the differences between Kanban and Scrum in project management. Stay tuned for an insightful discussion. What is retrieval-augmented generation, RAG? Imagine you're working with a large language model, LLM, a highly advanced AI trained on an immense amount of data, capable of performing tasks like answering questions, translating languages, and completing sentences. While impressive, these models have certain limitations. They can generate outdated, inaccurate, or overly generic responses. So, how do we improve the reliability and relevance of these AI-generated outputs? This is where Retrieval-Augmented Generation, or RAG, comes in. RAG optimizes the output of an LLM by incorporating authoritative, up-to-date information from external knowledge bases. Think of it as giving your AI a cheat sheet that it can reference before answering a question. This approach allows the model to pull specific, current data from reliable sources, enhancing both the accuracy and relevance of its responses without the need for retraining. This makes RAG a cost-effective solution for improving AI output across various domains, from customer service to internal company knowledge bases. Why is this important? Well, consider the role of LLMs in applications like chatbots or virtual assistants. These AI tools need to be both reliable and current. However, traditional LLMs can sometimes present false information when they don't know the answer, use outdated data, or generate responses based on non-authoritative sources. For instance, an LLM might confidently give you last year's financial data when you need the most recent figures, or confuse industry-specific terminology, leading to inaccurate responses. It's like having an overconfident but ill-informed employee, useful but not entirely trustworthy. RAG solves these issues by redirecting the LLM to retrieve relevant information from predetermined, authoritative sources. This not only improves the accuracy of the generated text, but also allows users to verify the information, thereby enhancing trust. For example, if an employee asks a chatbot about their annual leave balance, RAG would enable the system to pull data from both the company's leave policy documents and the individual's past leave records, providing a precise and trustworthy answer. One of the key benefits of RAG is its cost-effectiveness. Training a foundation model, FM for specific organizational needs, is computationally and financially expensive. With RAG, you can introduce new data to the LLM without retraining it, making advanced AI technology more accessible and usable for various applications. Additionally, RAG ensures that the AI can provide the most current information by connecting it to live data sources like news sites or social media feeds, which is crucial for maintaining relevancy. Moreover, RAG enhances user trust by allowing the LLM to present information with source attribution. Users can see exactly where the data came from, which adds a layer of transparency and reliability. Developers also gain greater control over the AI's responses, enabling them to update data sources, restrict sensitive information retrieval, and troubleshoot issues more effectively. But how does RAG actually work? Essentially, it involves an information retrieval component that uses the user's input to pull relevant data from an external source. This retrieved information is then combined with the user's query and fed back into the LLM, which uses both its training data and the new information to generate a more accurate response. For example, a smart chatbot that answers HR questions can pull up-to-date policy documents and specific employee records to provide precise answers to queries about annual leave or benefits. When it comes to maintaining the relevancy of external data, RAG systems can be updated asynchronously through automated real-time processes or periodic batch updates. This ensures that the information available for retrieval remains current, which is a common challenge in data analytics. So, what sets RAG apart from semantic search? While both technologies aim to enhance the quality of retrieved information, semantic search specifically scans large databases to retrieve data more accurately and contextually. For example, it can map a question about annual expenses directly to the relevant documents and extract specific passages, providing a more nuanced and precise answer. This capability is particularly useful for organizations with vast amounts of disparate information stored across various systems. In conclusion, retrieval-augmented generation is a powerful approach to enhancing the accuracy, relevance, and trustworthiness of AI-generated responses by leveraging authoritative external data sources. Now, let's move on to how venture-scale startups can effectively enter giant markets by focusing on specific niches first. How can venture-scale startups effectively address or create giant markets? Let's kick off by tackling a common misconception many startups grapple with, the idea that they must immediately conquer a vast market. While it's true that a venture-scale startup should aim to address or create a giant market, trying to tackle that colossal market from day one can lead to frustration or even failure. Instead of viewing large markets as monoliths, it's more strategic to see them as a network of interconnected niches. The key lies in intelligently navigating through these niches, starting with what is known as a killer wedge. Imagine you're launching a new tech gadget aimed at the general public. Instead of trying to appeal to everyone, you might start by targeting tech-savvy college students. This specific group is tightly networked and likely to share new products, creating a viral network wedge. College campuses are fertile grounds for viral adoption due to close geographic proximity, constant social interactions, and a high level of affinity with university-associated alumni. This approach allows you to rapidly sync with many customers, refine your product, and gather high-quality data that informs your broader strategy. But a killer wedge isn't just about a specific market segment. It can also be about a compelling feature. Take, for example, a startup offering a finance solution that provides instant liquidity, a product that speeds up payment cycles in industries plagued by slow invoicing processes. This instant liquidity wedge can be a game changer for businesses suffering from cash flow gaps. By solving a critical pain point first, the startup can use the momentum to expand into a more comprehensive suite of financial services. Another effective approach is the rapid feedback wedge, where startups target markets with accessible decision-makers capable of providing quick feedback. B2B SaaS companies often find this wedge useful. Instead of targeting large enterprises with lengthy sales cycles, they focus on small to medium-sized businesses, SMBs. SMBs offer the perfect balance of market size and agility, allowing startups to iterate quickly on their sales and product strategies. A compelling real-world example of leveraging a killer wedge is Airbnb. Initially, they targeted budget-conscious travelers who were locked out of hotels during busy conferences. By focusing on this underserved segment, Airbnb was able to acclimatize their customer base to the concept of staying in a stranger's home. This initial focus allowed them to make their product safer and easier to use, readying it for broader adoption. Tesla, too, used a killer wedge to great effect with the premium launch wedge. They started by targeting affluent buyers interested in electric vehicles with the high-end Tesla Roadster. This allowed Tesla to refine their manufacturing process and build brand prestige before expanding to a broader market with models like the Model S and Model 3. The takeaway here is that a killer wedge is not the same as achieving product-market fit or a comprehensive go-to-market strategy. It's a strategic entry point that allows you to gather critical insights and build a strong foundation for future growth. Whether it's through targeting high-affinity groups, solving immediate financial pain points, or focusing on rapid feedback from accessible markets, the killer wedge can catapult a startup to rapid scale. In essence, the killer wedge is your strategic choice that allows you to develop and refine your product or process over time. It helps you gather high-quality data and insights, setting the stage for tackling the broader market. So, start with a killer wedge, learn everything you can, and then move on to conquer the larger market you've always envisioned. Now that we've discussed strategies for venture-scale startups, let's turn our attention to the project management methodologies of Kanban and Scrum. How do Kanban and Scrum differ, and can they be used together effectively in project management? Kanban and Scrum are two prominent project management methodologies that, despite their differences, share a common goal: to enhance productivity and efficiency within a team. Let's start by exploring what sets these methodologies apart. Kanban, a term meaning signboard in Japanese, originated in the manufacturing sector of Toyota. The essence of Kanban lies in its visual approach to managing tasks. Imagine a board divided into columns, each representing a phase in your project workflow. Tasks are written on cards and moved across these columns as they progress. This method offers transparency, allowing everyone to see at a glance what tasks are pending, in progress, or completed. The visual nature of Kanban helps teams identify bottlenecks and allocate resources more efficiently. According to the 2022 State of Kanban report, Kanban can significantly improve visibility, speed of delivery, and alignment with business objectives. On the other hand, Scrum is an agile methodology designed for projects that require frequent adjustments. Scrum organizes work into short, iterative cycles called sprints, which usually last from 1 to 4 weeks. Each sprint aims to deliver a potentially shippable product increment. A Scrum team typically includes a Scrum Master, a product owner, and a development team. Scrum emphasizes adaptability, transparency, and continuous inspection, fostering an environment where the team can quickly adapt to changing requirements. Now, while Kanban focuses on continuous flow and visual task management, Scrum is more about structured workflow and predefined roles within short, iterative cycles. Both methodologies are rooted in agile principles, emphasizing flexibility, continuous improvement, and team collaboration. The real advantage comes when these methodologies are combined into a hybrid approach known as Scrumban. This allows teams to benefit from the structured sprints of Scrum while maintaining the visual flow of Kanban. For instance, a team might use Kanban boards to track daily tasks and Scrum for regular sprint planning and reviews. This hybrid approach can be particularly useful for teams already familiar with either Scrum or Kanban, offering a seamless way to integrate the strengths of both methods. In essence, understanding when to use Kanban, Scrum, or a combination of both can significantly enhance your project's success. By leveraging the visual tracking of Kanban and the structured sprints of Scrum, you can create a dynamic and adaptable project management system that meets the unique needs of your team. The main takeaway? Kanban and Scrum aren't mutually exclusive. Combining them can maximize your project management efficiency. Today, we explored how Retrieval-Augmented generation boosts AI accuracy, the strategic killer wedge approach for startups, and the benefits of combining Kanban and Scrum in project management. Stay tuned for more updates. Dear friends,